How's it going, everyone? Liam Catterson here. This is Dollhouse episode number 9 of season 2. This is titled Stopless, and I am really, there's like, 4 episodes left to go of Dollhouse after this, and there's a lot to get to until, I guess, the final episode, because I'm assuming they were prepared with the fact that Dollhouse would have been cancelled at this point. They would have been prepared to conclude the story. So there's a lot to get through until we reach present day. We're building towards that, but stuff like Paul in a coma it's you just gotta wonder how what are they going to do in these in these next few episodes, especially. Alpha returned last time and was on a bit of a killing spree on people who Echo previously felt passionately towards, and he managed to put Paul in a coma because he rendered him brain dead. So I hate Alpha. I love him at the same time, but I hate him so much. So yeah, but it was a fabulous episode last time out. That said, let's get into episode number 9 of Dollhouse. This is Stopless. Let's go.
I'm having a hard time figuring it out for myself. It's as if I met this woman in a previous life, as though our love transcends our very being.
Come on. You're not real.
I have a feeling I know who he's talking about.
One whose contract is up, and I was just getting in one last go-round before they release your body into the wild. And if anyone should be getting upset, Roger.
Are you sure the dementia hasn't gotten to her?
Stop being cute. How long have you known the identity of Miss Lonely Hearts?
Oof.
You? Oh,
just this second.
What have I said to you about her? Ooh, octogenarian,
oh boy.
Walker jokes. The thing about the
other actives. We can't have clients being rejected by dolls who are programmed to love them.
Yeah, we're lucky this happened to you.
I mean, after what you
finds out about
did,
this, you won't be
slapped
so
him.
Lucky.
I thought he had Alpha to thank for that.
It's all of a piece. Echo brought Alpha to the house. She made him jealous. It all starts with Echo.
Stop!
Got it all figured
Stop
out.
deflecting this on
I still want
Echo,
to know what's
you
going
cold
on in that very special
bitch.
brain of hers.
She's not a blank slate anymore. She's a person, like you or me. And keeping her away from Ballard is killing her.
Perfect.
You want her to suffer.
I hate her.
Who you really are.
You'll have your original personality. You need to say goodbye to her. If you don't get a chance to say goodbye, you'll regret it.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. I'll see you at dinner.
Oh, that's heartbreaking, but it's too funny.
Afghanistan
No.
war vet, severe PTSD, which we cured.
The 5 years would seem like 5 seconds.
Welcome to the future. Where cars fly, robots serve our every whim, and genetically engineered dinosaurs rule the earth.
It's pretty much the same as when you left.
And the war?
Ivy just having to bring
It's still going on.
a reality check.
He's not ready to be by himself.
Be very, very interesting to explore, how he's adjusting to this new world. Is he seeing flashes of Sierra?
Secrets. You're forgetting you put them there in the first place.
So now you're trying to take credit for making me. You didn't make me. I made me. You may
Altered
think all
her
these people
own
knocking around in my head
persona.
are useless, but that's 40 more brains than you have. I think we can agree that I'm smarter, tougher, and a whole lot scarier than you could ever hope to be.
If you're so
I love
powerful,
this. Oh, come on, let's not ruin that body, please. Damn! Oh, shit, yeah. You guys suck.
I used to have to make an effort to switch between imprints, but now I can slip back and forth without even thinking.
Who am I talking to now?
Echo. You're always talking to Echo. Roma Clark and Eleanor Penn are duking it out in the background over who gets to help me figure this one out.
I'll take all the help I can get.
But it's great to see these two working together
Came
and
through the front
Echo
door.
in a bit more control
Sign of
as
a
well.
Struggle. And they left the place pretty.
Military called us broken soldiers. Didn't know what to do with us, so they packed us away for 5 years.
If you tell your commanding officer, then
We don't
Wait,
follow
what?
traditional command
So
structure.
there must be another.
Officially, we're not a part of the United States Armed Forces.
No kidding.
There must be
Why'd you
another
bring
like
me here?
The military's
dollhouse.
supposed to fix us. They took away the pain, the fear, the shame. Like they left us
That's how
empty.
they know, like, how
You know
to
why?
disable his
Because
GPS.
we're soldiers.
Recruited dozens of ex-actives. The active architecture allows their minds to be linked via neural radio. They hear what everyone thinks, see what everyone sees.
Oh wow, that's a really it's a really surreal program. And Rossum are on top of this like no tomorrow.
Get her a beer. I couldn't delete that day because then you wouldn't remember him.
I don't want to remember Nolan.
Not Nolan, not Nolan. I couldn't delete that day because you wouldn't remember Victor.
Oh.
Before I wiped you, you told me you knew. You saw Victor and you told me you knew.
That I loved him?
Exactly.
She's gonna be the key.
P.S.
Which means they're inside the bunker.
You really think we'll be able to pull this off without Cruella DeWitt finding out?
That's perfect. That is the perfect name for DeWitt. So it's a good job they are working behind her back though, like, because her saying, Rossum's not gonna like this. Oh.
Eliminate target.
They want me to kill you.
Permission to fire. Eliminate target.
But he can't, because Anthony's still there.
Eliminate target. Eliminate hostile target. Eliminate target.
I remember.
Oh.
Well, I just shot at rabbits. I didn't hit anything.
Same idea, just bigger targets.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just imagine they're rabbits, just mutated and humanoid. Oh no.
Judith! Judith, can you get that?
Mood.
Hear you.
And I can hear them. It's a tactical advantage. I know every move they're gonna make.
I mean, that's true. He sees what they... See? Whilst it's a hindrance, it's also a benefit as well.
18 formation, XMA assault rifles and K-23s and flash grenades. They're about to make an offensive move.
You're obsessed with keeping Echo under your thumb, and you'll do anything you can to keep Harding smiling. We may not have agreed in the past,
Hold.
but at least we put this house and the actors first. What happened to that woman?
She's dead.
She's standing in front of you.
No, she's not. If you don't find her soon, you're gonna lose control of this house. And I'll be the one knocking down your door.
Ooh. Come on, Echo. So she's integrating herself.
I knew you were gonna do that. And you knew I was gonna do that.
Yeah, so she's now... Echo has just been made a lot more OP, basically.
Disengage target. Stand down.
Eliminate target.
Stand down.
Fire.
Yeah, nobody needs to be hurt.
Eliminate.
Stand down.
Disengage.
Come on, Echo. You can fight this.
Echo's down. We're on her. Echo changed the marching orders.
Yeah.
Well, what did she tell them to do?
Go home.
Hey!
Take you back to the dollhouse. You have your original personalities. You found each other.
This is part of
You
a,
should leave. Start your life
part of a
together
plan.
now. There's no reason to wait until I free everyone else. There are GPS strips implanted in your bodies. Find them, cut them out.
No.
If I get everyone out, you'll have to look me up. Caroline.
Oh, no. Adele, please tell me this wasn't you.
You can't do this to her.
Well, Mr. Langton, sometimes I think you were the one bonded to Echo and Boyd into the fun, and now Victor and Sierra. You leave a wake of destruction wherever you go.
Kind of similar to what Boyd
There's
said.
only one place for a doll as irreparably damaged as you.
No!
The attic.
They say it's whatever hell you imagine.
You bitch. She really has
Send her
lost
body
it.
to the attic. Then do the same to Victor and Sierra.
Of course. What the hell? This is disturbing. Oh? Yeah, you know what? Liam does not like that. Liam does not like that whatsoever. He finds it pretty disturbing, so... Ugh. I don't know what I imagined with the attic, to be fair. Not like that. I wasn't imagining anything like that, to be fair, but... Liam doesn't like that. Liam... The plus side to this, I guess, if you want to consider a plus side, is that we're going to see we've seen the attic for the first time. Which looks, I don't know, for some reason it looks a lot more grimmer than I expected. With all this talk about the attic, though, it is a pretty grim concept. But I don't know, it's just been very unpredictable to kind of fantasize about, so... Yeah, I'm really excited to see how things goes on in the next episode. But yeah, this was a very great episode. I don't know, one of my favorites this season, I feel, just with how Adele evolved as a character, and she was stuck between this crossroads on who do you get to who do you like, which side are you going to basically pick, because it's basically decision day for you. You gotta pick a side, because you can either choose what you think is the winning side, or you can choose the more honest side. If you keep going at Rossum, you're going to basically bring this house down, even though you think you're in control. But yeah, she made a decision, and yeah, it's gonna be very fun stuff to see Langton as well react to this. It seems like he's been let go as well with the way he was handled, and yeah, it's. I hate Adele so much, but I love her characterization at the same time. She's just a very fascinating character, so much. But it was a very fun episode exploring about Anthony, actually, the original personality to Victor, and him getting released. This was his release day, and seeing how he was roped back into the military with this very eerie concept that Rossum has created with a military program that is very advanced, but damaging as well, because you become integrated, you forget who you are, but you lead the charge in being an efficient soldier. This is the perfect soldier program at the end of the day, isn't it? Because you tapped into one consciousness, you follow the same movements, the same thoughts, you carry the same drives. You basically are, your mind becomes the template of one active soldier, creating a very, very, I guess, coherent strategy against any opposing forces out there. So, but it was a very, very it was a very scary concept to explore. And I really loved the visuals, and I loved basically like the concept of the shared consciousness, especially when you were integrated into the program, like Echo and Anthony was. So yeah, like I said, it was pretty scary, but yeah, it made for a very, very great episode of Dollhouse, especially when they realized using Priya would be key to getting Anthony to retain control. Because what I really loved about the beginning of this episode was you had that Lonely Hearts encounter, which was like one final time for Adele to get something out of her system with Roger. Before he was released, and there was a parallel that I noticed with Roger and Adele, as well as Nolan and Priya, where both of them have someone else on their mind, and they're currently entangled in this, like, I guess, intimacy. Well, if you want to call it that, for Roger's sake, not Roger's, for Nolan's sake, should I say, because that was full-on abuse. But both would reject their current partner because they had someone else on their mind, and we know who it was about. So, yeah, there was that. But yeah, bringing Priya into the mix was a very, very... I really loved that line, though, when Priya was lashing out about the fact that I told you not to bring me back. I want to forget this day. And, like, I want this day erased. And Topher basically said he couldn't erase that day because erasing that day would erase those feelings she had for Victor at the time. So I thought that was very, very nicely put. Like, that realization of love and passion happened on the day of abuse, and a day she wants to forget. So yeah, and I like how Topher really does support that relationship so much. Like, you see a lot of humanization from Topher, like, especially in this episode. He had so much remorse by cleansing Echo before she was sent to the attic, as well as support of this whole relationship. So yeah. But yeah, I loved the encounter as well with Adele and Echo, with Adele knowing about the fact that she's been given special privileges. She's like, she's on top of this. And yeah, like, I really love the idea that they made sure that, like, that they would be able to rescue they would be able to rescue Anthony behind Adele's back, because she was not going to get her hands dirty into Rossum's business once again. And we know that Topher, Boyd, their feelings are a lot more stronger regarding this whole shebang. So I loved that Adele got herself drunk, and yeah, they capitalized on that opportunity. So yeah, but I also loved how Anthony was like exploring the world post Dollhouse as well. That was another great concept that I really loved about this episode. We saw a bit of it with Madeline as well earlier this season, but Victor, Anthony, they've been such a more standout character, haven't they? Like, I guess if you're gonna have a main trio in terms of, like, the dolls, it's Echo, Sierra, and Victor. And not just that though, but we hear similar echo. We have similar echoes to to what Madeline said. Like, you could skip over this whole process. When Anthony woke up after those traumatic experience he suffered with the army, he made a comment about 5 years, just like that. And he made something about, like, it's something, it seems just so easy. So, and that's the thing, like, that's the thing I commented about, like, people do go through their own, stages of trying to get over this, and I was so happy with Anthony, because PTSD is such a struggle, and I was so happy for him to skip over that, because he does not have to suffer through that torment of struggling with PTSD. So, but seeing him explore this new world was very, very interesting. Like, we didn't get that concept with Madeline; she was so adjusted. We got that concept with Anthony, where, whilst he has had a lot of experience, 20-odd years with the world he grew up with, he's just skipped 5 years and he's in a completely brand new world, so it's also surreal to him. So I thought that was a very, very nice exploration to life, like, once your contract is up. So yeah, it was a unique take, because, like I said, we saw life outside of Dollhouse with Madeline, but it was a unique take, because this was him just adjusting to life, whereas Madeline really adjusted to life by the time we caught up with her. So he was like, you had Anthony finding his footing in this whole new world. So yeah, but it will be very, very interesting to see what happens in the attic, because I'm assuming that's where we're going to focus on the next episode of Dollhouse, with the main trio, like I said, of the dolls in the attic. It's going to be juicy to see what happens. But until then, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right. If you want to check out more of my content, you can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care. I will see you guys next time. Toodles!